What's going on, everybody? It is Friday, May 26th. It is a 3-day weekend. Better yet, it's Memorial Day weekend. Let's not forget about everyone who sacrificed their lives to have all the rights that we have today. Let's get into it. So, over my journey of wrestling, I have worked as an extra for WWE many times. Thankful for Luke Hawks, Blade Boudreaux, and Benjamin Jason Wood for getting me some spots as an extra for WWE. Worked for them numerous of times, and when you're an extra, when they come to New Orleans, promoters reach out to WWE, their contacts in WWE, and say, "Hey, I got a couple guys. If y'all looking for extras, I've got a couple guys." And they say, "Yeah, we need 5 of them," and they'll send 5 guys, 5 local independent guys. And as an extra, you are to be at the building very professional, dressed up, bring some gear. You're supposed to be there for like noon. After they set up the ring, you just kind of walk around and introduce yourself to everyone. Eat lunch if your stomach can handle it. And after they set up the ring, they start doing the things for that night. And you get dressed in some workout clothes. You go to the ring, and if they need you to do something or they want you to do something, they'll call you to the ring and call you into the ring and do some things. Or if they have enough time, they'll give you a tryout. I was only able to get one time while it was a tryout, and I kind of screwed it up a little bit. But anyway, of all the times that I worked WWE, they don't treat you like crap, but you get humbled quickly. Especially, like, I've never really had a bad time, but especially like the last time, it was August of 2019, I want to say. It was right before COVID. They came to New Orleans, and they booked me for New Orleans Monday night and Baton Rouge Tuesday night. So now, it used to be, they would have your name on a clipboard, and you'd walk in and say, "Hey, I'm Brian Falcon, I'm here as an extra." "Okay, yeah, your name's right here. Go this way." They'd put you in a locker room, this, that, and the other. For the many times that I went. This time, for some reason, it was like jumping through hoops. Like, I had to go get a physical done. I had to fill out like a 20-packet page thing that my doctor had to fill out. You had to put on any surgeries, this, that, and the other, put on MI. I had my Achilles worked on a year and a half before. I'm good to go. The doctor even put that I'm good to go. And had to get the blood work in, everything in before that day. And so Monday, I pull up to the building, pull up to the Smoothie King Center, and we had parking out in the back, and I pulled up at the same time as Vordell. I think Dale Springs was booked. Braxton Hunter was booked. Simon was booked. A couple of guys from Wildcat was booked, and I think that's the only ones that really ring a bell that was booked on those 2 shows. So me and Vordell walked in. We walked in, and they take our names and everything, and we have to stand in line to get checked out by the main guy. It's usually one of the referees that take care of the extras and what they're gonna do. But one of them came out with my paperwork in their hand. It was like, "Okay, so you had an Achilles surgery." I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "I ruptured my Achilles." I said, "Got it operated on. It's been I got the dates written on a thing. Everything's cool." Well, he says, "Well, we can't do anything with you." I was like, "What you mean you can't do anything with me?" I said, "I'm good to go. The doctor, I'm past everything." "Well, we need a release form from your doctor saying that you're good to go, or it has to be 2 years after surgery." And I was like, "Bruh, like, it's a year and a half. My doctor has cleared me to be here tonight." They wanted the surgeon that worked on me. They wanted the clearance. So you couldn't call me like a week before. You called me a week before to tell me that my blood work wasn't right. I went and got it fixed. But you couldn't tell me that? Like, seriously. So I was screwed for the Monday and Tuesday night. I couldn't do anything. They even filmed like a Skittles commercial I couldn't be involved in. I couldn't go to the ring. I couldn't do anything. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? He goes, just hang out. I said, well, just hang out. I was still getting paid, right? He's like, yeah, you get paid. I said, what about tomorrow? Do you want me to skip tomorrow? No, come on in. We'll just have a good time. You will pay you to be here and do nothing. I'm like, all right. But I mean, I'd really like to do something. So it's always an ordeal when extras are there because they know they have extras. They know they book extras, but they don't think about where they're going to put the extras. So we always had a locker room at the Smoothie King Center. It always put us in a locker room way off in the back, which is no problem, but it was a locker room. Well, they stuck us this time. They stuck us in a closet no bigger than all of us can stand up. We had to stand up to get dressed into our gear. It was like a closet. In the like the security room, it was like a little bitty closet, and I'm going, this is crazy. So we all had to get dressed in there, and we would took turns. Actually, like only two of us could get dressed in there at a time. So I'm like, this is not like normal for WWE. And then so they pulled Vordell inside. Vordell comes up to me, he's like, bro, they won't let me do anything. I said, what you mean they won't let you do anything? He goes, they say my knee. They won't let me do anything because the doctor checked me out. And I'm like, I said, he goes, but they're going to let me do the Skittles commercial. Like, oh, you get to do the Skittles commercial? So he got to do the Skittles. I didn't get to do anything. So he's like, bro, let's just go eat. I'm like, well, by this time, I know I'm not doing anything. So my stomach is settled now. And I'm, okay, let's go eat. So we went and hit catering and we ate our asses off. So we go through the night and Vordell and I hung out together at, watching everything. There's a big screen in the back where you can watch everything, sit down, all the guys kind of stand around and watch everything. So we stood around watching everything, and Vordell was getting mad at me because, all right, so I'm one of the worst professional wrestlers there was because I haven't watched wrestling, and I don't watch any TV wrestling, so I don't know who's who. So I kept asking him, who's that? Who's that? He's like, bro, you don't know that? I'm like, who is that? So I kept asking him who everybody was. I had no clue who some of the guys were. Some of them were champions. I had no clue. But so the next night, the real bad night wasn't. It was the next night in Baton Rouge. So you get to Baton Rouge and you could park inside the building. So catering was where the parking was. So we pull up in there and we check in with the guys and say, okay, we here as an extras. They have no clue where they're going to put us. They put us in the men's bathroom. When I tell you, you get humbled quickly, you get humbled quickly. They put us in the men's bathroom across from catering, which guys were walking in and out of there, taking leaks and everything, right by our bags, in this little bitty small bathroom. Vordell's got pictures. But it was really ridiculous. They kind of like didn't treat us like shit, but made us feel like shit for sticking us in the men's bathroom. So then this girl comes around and she starts hanging out with us. And we're like, okay, who are you? All right, so there was this European guy who had like a European accent. I can't even think of the guy's name. He was the 24/7 champion. It was a little bitty guy with a European accent. It was his wife. And she was an independent worker, and she was contracted every once in a while with WWE. So every once in a while she would be on WWE TV. But they told her to come hang out with us. So here she is hanging out with us. Really, to be honest with you, I think she was a spy because me and Vordell, I think we were kind of pissed off that we were in a freaking bathroom. Like, go hang out in the bathroom? No. So we just kind of hung around, and they wouldn't let us go different places. Now, I did get to see Scott Armstrong. When he seen me, he came unglued, popped. He was back. He was working for the offices at the time, so he was kind of busy. Got to say hi to him at least and shoot the shit with him and ask me if I was doing anything. I was like, nah, they won't let me do anything because of my Achilles. It's only been a year and a half. They said 2 years. And then he kind of broke it to him. He said, yeah, he goes, we had some derelicts come in here and try to blame us for some of the injuries they had and almost sued us. He goes, that's why they're so tight-knit now. I said, yeah, but they stuck us in a men's bathroom. He goes, are you serious? I said, yeah. He goes, he just shook his head. Brian, I don't know, but it is what it is. Man, to this day, me and Bordell still, every time we see each other, we talk about the urinal cakes and the urine because it just smelled like a bathroom that they just stuck us in, and all our bags are in there the whole time, and all the guys are walking in and out. I mean, what do you do? Tell them no? So we kind of pretty much stuck that catering the whole night and ate our asses off because they wouldn't let us do anything. We went and sat in the front. We had a blast. I mean, we did have a ball. You never walk away from working as an extra without learning anything. But I mean, that was all our bad time. That was my bad time working as an extra. That was the last time I worked. But I mean, every other time before that was pretty cool. Got to talk to a bunch of guys. But this time it was just more. It was just less. It wasn't as, I don't know. It just wasn't as accepting as it was the first numerous times that I worked there. Because everybody was so easy to get along with, and everybody just kind of stepped away and kind of had their own little cliques. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Vodell didn't like it either. And none of them really know. We never really got to go getting in the ring, and none of the guys, Dale didn't get, Braxton didn't get that. None of them got to do anything in the ring. But that was our experience. My last experience with WWE was being stuck in the bathroom in Baton Rouge at the River Center, and kind of treated like a turd. I guess it is what it is. Bordell, that one was for you, boy. Love you. Look, anybody traveling the roads this weekend, hitting some shows, be safe on that road, blow the roof off the places. Gil Gracie kind of got in touch with me. He does a podcast. He got in touch with me. We may do a podcast together soon. Which would be really awesome because Gil's one of my favorite guys that I've ever met in this business. I got a lot of favorite guys that I've met in this business. I got a lot of guys that I'm really good friends with that I love to death, and Gil's one of them. He's one of the first guys I wrestled when I came into the business. And I'm also going to do a podcast with, I don't know if y'all remember that I'm a big Voodoo fan when the Voodoo football was here. I'm going to do a podcast with Pope Clown Sunday night. Usually broadcast on a Facebook page called Sports Talk with Friends. Look that up. It's a sports page that everybody talks sports. Everybody's got different fans of everything, and everybody gets on there and kind of hammers each other, but really good friends about it, and really respectful guys that are in this Facebook page. So look up Sports Talk with Friends, and I'm on there, and a bunch of other people on there. And hey, like I said, we about 13 in. That's my story for this week. One of my experiences with WWE. I got a lot more. I figured I'd start with the bad one first and then work my way up to the good ones. But had a blast. Peace. Love y'all.